Hello everyone, my name is Mothusi Sekhomba and I'm just going to be taking you through a very short video tutorial on how to upload images into Wikimedia Commons for this special project called the Wiki Loves Folklore 2026 in Botswana. So firstly, you're just going to go to your search browser and just search Wikimedia Commons. So there it is on my screen, on my list. I'm just going to go ahead and click it. And then if you're using a PC, you're gonna find the from a search result you're gonna find this one www.commons.wikimedia.org. But on your cell phone, on your smartphone, it might sometimes is not gonna give you this first www sign, the World Wide Web, but it's gonna give you commons.wikimedia.org. But just go ahead and click on it. As you click, as you wait on it for it to load, yeah. So firstly, is the for you to log in, or maybe for you to create your account if you don't have an account, right? So I'm just go right away to log out and show you how to create your account, and just gonna give it a few seconds for it to load. There we are. So I'm gonna go to the main page. So after the search result, you click on Wikimedia Commons, right? It will take you to this platform and it will appear as it is right now. As you can see at the top right corner of the screen, the recording, you can see where it says donate, create an account, log in. So if you don't have an account yet, just go ahead and click how create an account again. So you click where it says create an account and it's gonna load an interface you can create your account. So yeah, you go ahead, you type in your username, your preferred username can be your real name, can be your nickname, can be your middle name, any other name that you want to use on Wikimedia. And then you go ahead, put in your password, confirm your password, email address, then you enter this section. This is just for you to confirm that you're not a robot. Okay. And then you click create an account. So the next section from here after creating your account, you're just gonna go ahead and log in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and log in as well. As you can see, automatically my login details are already punched in. So because I've saved them into my archive, right? You can also save yours for future use. I'm gonna say keep me logged in, and yeah, I'm gonna log in. As it loads, as you can see right here at the top right corner again, it shows you that I'm logged in. It shows you my name right there. So yeah, for you to start uploading, just go ahead and click this section. But you can just browse through this the landing page just for you to explore and to explore and learn more on how Wikimedia Commons works. Get for you to also be inspired with other people's ways, uploads and all that. Yeah, you are free to explore, but for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the short tutorial, right, on how to upload. So just gonna go click here where it says upload, then it will open an interface where you are gonna begin your uploading, right? So yeah, here we are. You just go ahead and click where it says select media files to share, and it's gonna take you to your media section where your media is stored. But for me, I'll store this image right here for me to upload. It's called the display. It's a display of cultural artifacts. So automatically uploaded or successfully uploaded, you will see this green tick right here. So when it gives you this green tick, you will move down to this section where it says continue, then you continue. When you continue, it takes you to a section where you have to release all the copyrights, right? Where you release all the copyrights, but make sure you read each and every section as you move on. So in this section, I have to release the copyrights. The first option says this work was created by me and anyone is free to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this one because the photo was captured by me. I didn't get it from anyone else. But if I got it from someone else, I do have to use the second option, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. It says, "Is this entirely your own work?" Of course, this is my entirely my own work. Second one says, "What license do you want to publish this file under?" So I'm just gonna go. Make sure you read, by the way. Make sure you read. So the first one is the Creative Commons CC0. It's a waiver that gives all rights, that releases all rights, so that anyone on the internet is free to use this work in any way, right? So I'm gonna use this one because I'm not restricting the usage of this image or this file in Wikimedia platforms in anyhow, right? I'm releasing the rights so that anyone can use it. I've got no holding restrictions here. Yeah. So, but you, if you consider otherwise, you are also free to check out these ones. But the most recommended one, I recommend you to release all the rights. I'm going to click on next. Then here I'll be free to change the title of my image. For example, I'll say traditional artifacts, a display of traditional artifacts, a display of traditional artifacts. Yeah. So artifacts. Yeah. I'm gonna copy this. I want my caption to be the same as the title, right? So I'm gonna paste it right there. And then the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to give a different and a bit more detailed description. I encourage you guys to use detailed descriptions when you're uploading your images, right? Because carry higher they carry higher marks, because they carry value to your image. They add emphasis to your image in such a way that when the juries are doing their adjudications, judging for the best contributors, they will give the description is going to give them a detailed emphasis into your image. Unlike you could have just put maybe uploaded the best image, but not describe what happens during in the image to give further emphasis into how does it relate to the theme and to this whole initiative here, Wiki Loves Folklore, right? Yeah, and then for now we move on. I'm going to explain what's in this image. For example, I'll say um, this image shows traditional. This image shows, let me say, a display of traditional artifacts in a museum. I'll say in a museum. In a museum, right? Show these are artifacts in a museum. These artifacts are printed. As you can see, there are prints of animals and other. In fact, let me say, okay. So let me say, because this image also shows some bracelets which are somehow significant to the Botswana culture and other different cultures in Botswana. I'm gonna emphasize the importance of because the usage of bracelets and all these artifacts in Botswana's traditions, right? Botswana's traditions. So I'll say this. I'll say the image also shows um, traditional jewelry. Let me speak about traditional jewelry for now. the image also shows traditional jewelry, right? Which is symbolic in different traditions in Botswana. So you are free to explain further in your image. I'm doing this short explanations for the sake of time, and then I'll move on to this date, to the section of the date. So I'm gonna add today's date because it is the day in which I published this image, and then I'll further move on. I will say there are jewelries here. So the main subject means what is the main subject that is shown in the image. So the main image here, for example, I'll say jewelry, creation of objects of personal adornment which may fulfill both decorative and functional purposes like the traditional purposes as you explained in the description section. So I'm going to take that one and it's going to be automatically added. And then there's also the section of category. Please listen very carefully with this one because it's very, very important. And it's important because most of the time categories are used to channel your contributions as Wikimedians or as volunteers in the Wikimedia movement, as contributors. So we use these categories to channel and to trace the contribution. For example, if you are having a competition like this one, we will be using this category to channel or maybe to trace different contributions per user. For example, we say let's say for example Mothusi. If we are looking for contribution from Mothusi, you just go for the for, for the elementary section of Mothusi under this category, and it's gonna give us all your contributions, and then we'll test them one by one. And if you are looking for the best images, we just pull the category. It gives us all the images uploaded under this category, and we'll be able to do the adjudication quite effortlessly. So it helps us to trace and channel your contributions. But if you do not add a category into your uploading when you're uploading, then your work is going to be untraceable. Then you're not going to be, somehow you aren't going to be assessed. Your work is not going to be assessed, and you're not going to stand a chance to win. So it's very important for you to add the categories. So the first category is Wiki Loves Folklore 2026, right? So just give it some time to be careful with the spelling. As you can see, my spelling wasn't correct. That's why I wasn't getting a pop-up like this. So I'm gonna click this one. This is the red category, which is the international category. I'll click on this one and it will give me further options to select the parent category. So make sure you always select the parent category. The rest is going to be automatically added. So the second one is Wiki Loves Folklore in Botswana. So for this one, yeah, I'm just gonna type B so that it gives me options and so that I can select Botswana from the list of options, right? So that I can select Botswana. There is Wiki Loves Folklore in Botswana. I'm gonna click this one and look at this. If I click that one, it's gonna also take me to this section where there is the section here, parent category. Make sure when you type Wiki Loves Folklore here, you don't complete Botswana. You just type B so that it gives you options. As it gives you options, there will be this list again. Make sure you go for the one with parent category and it will be added automatically. So this one is optional, but you are free to add it if you have the right details to be filled here, like the latitudes, the longitudes. For example, you're taking the Tsodilo Hills or any other geographical area that represents Botswana or that's have something to do with our own culture, our own heritage, like for example, the heritage sites, the caves, the Tolilo Hills, and all other sites, right? We can give longitudes and coordinates, just coordinates those places. But because I don't have any for this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and publish the files. So as you can see, the file uploading is still loading. If it is successfully uploaded, you will get a pop-up like this one saying, "Thanks for contributing to freely available media on knowledge worldwide." Right. So thank you so much for